Alright everyone, Fenris Hjolda, Hingerdingr Hergen. It's Leith Erik's day, and today I'm excited to bring you another video about my new AK that I've been working on. As some of you may know, I'm customizing an M+M M10 762 DIY. What that is, it's a Romanian Kugerian produced AKM. It's got a Draco front sight, cold hammer forged chrome lined barrel, a RPK rear sight, and a stamped receiver with a Romanian fire control group. I chose a number of different furniture options. I made a custom sling, and I'm going to be attaching a SKS or like a Type 56 style spike bayonet onto the AK. So show you what I've got so far. Here it is. I've chosen all laminated furniture, so it's not the hardwood stuff, it's laminated. This is a underfolding reverse donkey dong. I've carved teeth, a wolf totem, and a knotwork on it for a nice grip. I've done a knotwork in this laminated gas tube cover. I've carved teeth on my safety selector and on the top cover of my AK. I've chosen a Giro rune, and on the reverse a Tyr rune, or the rune representing Tyr, and another knotwork band. I've used a PM64 Romanian RPK clubfoot stock, and I've put a disconnected tri-arc on both the clubfoot stock and my receiver. I used a diamond bit engraver and did the engraving. I'm going to be picking it out with gold enamel pretty soon here. I refurbished all the metal components for my buttstock and the retaining spring on my wood furniture and the gas tube retention spring. So it's all like new. You can see the reverse. So what I plan to do further with this, oh yeah, I cut a strap and made a custom sling. I had some surplus parts lying around, so I've riveted on this chrome piece of AK sling. I did the rivets. I've hand tooled on this piece of strap that I cut. I slickered and burnished the edges. I hand tooled the knotwork with a swivel knife, and I did some runes. I've added an RPK sling pad because they're really comfy when you carry a rifle, and done more knotwork in the middle of the sling, as well as more runes here, so you can see these runes. As well as knotwork in the back of the sling. I've riveted the buckle in place, so it's just like a regular AKM sling. And I riveted this little decorative band around here to keep the tension up here. So yeah, it's a custom sling. I'll be offering that as an option for people if they want to send their slings to me. I can make hand-tooled leather slings. So yeah, what I'm planning on doing to this further is, in the mail I have coming a Polytech USA front sight hinged spiker bayonet. What that is, it's the on a regular AK you have the front sight out in the on the front of the barrel. It's that sight block which has the hinge bayonet lug and the hinging SKS type 56 spike bayonet. What I'm going to be doing is, on that front sight, I'm going to be cutting off the ears. So like this part here, on that, I'm going to be chopping them off. And instead of it being vertical, where the bayonet is hinged underneath the gun, I'm going to cant it 90 degrees and have the hinge on the outside of the gun on the right hand side, like a Mosin M44 bayonet. So the actual bayonet will be somewhere right here on the outside of the gun. And what that'll allow me to do is keep my vertical grip, as well as having a hinge bayonet that I can fold out. So if you can imagine, the bayonet's right about here, folds out, and turns this into a spiker. I've always wanted a spiker AK, but since the Chinese imports are banned, they're way too expensive in my opinion. So I'm just making one. If the inference fit on the barrel is too small, I'll take material off the Chinese front sight base and then press and pin it. And if it's too large for this barrel, I'll make a sleeve and weld it into that front sight base, and then ream it out to the correct size for this barrel, then press it on. So it'll be a little bit of modification work, but it's totally worth it. I want a spiker. I want this Norse spiker to work out, and so I'm going to do whatever I can to get the hinged spike bayonet on the front of this gun. It's got all this real estate up here and nothing out front. So what I want to do also too, the reason why I'm doing it is because the front of that front sight block for the Chinese spiker has a hole for a detent for the regular lockup for an AK muzzle device. So instead of it being a goofy M16, oh, just screw it on and you know, tighten it on good, it will actually have the proper detent to lock your muzzle device in place, like on a regular AK. The thing you press in the top to tighten your muzzle nut on, it'll have that. So kills two birds with one stone, gives me my bayonet, and it gives me my detent for my lockup for my muzzle device. So there's the gun sling I made. Again, all hand tooled. By me. And another thing, I've seen a lot of people say they have issues reloading with the donkey dong, but I've never ever had any issue getting a magazine in and out. I think they're just overdoing it and pulling it out too fast or too far, and all you got to do is just pop it in, and there it goes. I don't ever hit my vertical grips, but. So yeah, I'm very pleased with this purchase. So far it's been everything I thought it would be. Can't wait to put a few rounds through it, see how it does. But it's definitely going to be a good heirloom to pass down to my children and them to theirs. I hope to honor my ancestors by customizing these weapons, and hopefully they travel with me to Valhalla. So anyways, that's that. That's my Norse spiker update. I hope you guys have a good rest of your weekend, and I will talk to you later. Have a good one.